Guys, these fucking songs are so good. But anyway, so this is going to be, you're gonna be so happy, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is gonna be the last mindset block. We're still gonna be talking about mindset and the importance of it in like check-ins that I'm gonna do. But from tomorrow onwards, we're talking about the skill and how to make money, baby. Okay? So I appreciate your patience. Again, I'm saying this. The reason I've structured it this way, it sucks for you. Right now, you're probably like, just tell me how to make money. Just tell me how to make money. Look, I have helped hundreds of people make thousands of dollars every single month. And when I say that mindset and mental frameworks are the most important thing, I mean it. So that is why I've structured it this way, because you need to appreciate it so that when I tell you about the how to make money stuff, you actually attack it and approach it in the right way, instead of like a little dumbass, no offense, who just looks at it once, tries it, oh, it didn't work. No, right? I want you primed, ready, so then when I give you that information, you're like, okay, Nico prepared me for this. Like, I'm not getting results today, that's cool. Like he said, 90 days, identity, environment, all this shit. Key, okay, key. That stuff you need to fucking implement, because otherwise this high ticket sales training course that we're doing means jack shit, and you're gonna make nothing, okay? So, that needs to be locked so that when we talk about the make money stuff that's exciting, you actually fucking make money with it, right? Like I said, I'm doing this to help you guys out, and I want you to make so much money. So today we're talking about treating yourself like an athlete. Sales is a motherfucking sport. It is. Those that treat themselves like an athlete in this game make the most amount of money. What do I mean by that? So obviously, athletes, how do they get paid? Based off of performance. The better they are, the more they make. Sales, specifically high ticket sales, not corporate sales. High ticket sales, the exact same. You get paid based off of your performance, your skill level, how you turn up, everything. So today we're gonna talk about that, right? The importance of sleep, what you eat, and going to the gym cannot be understated. You need to be sleeping at least 8 hours a day. If you cannot sleep 8 hours a day for whatever reason, if it's because it's noisy, okay, get earbuds. If it's because there's too much light in your room, okay, get a sleeping mask. Is it because you can't fall asleep? Okay, go to the gym for like 2 hours or like tire yourself out physically and you will be able to fall asleep. Also, tire yourself out mentally by fucking attacking this like a dog, okay? That will help with your sleep. With what you eat, right? Try to avoid heavy meals that make you feel like heavy. So pastas, things that just really slow you down, like doughy things, sandwiches. That will really, you think like, oh, it's easy but it will slow you down, okay? So try to avoid those because it will make you feel heavy throughout the day when you're trying to do your tasks. Avoid that. And the third thing is obviously going to the gym. So I would always recommend, do not train unless you want to be, but like, don't train like a bodybuilder, right? In my opinion, I think you should never train like a bodybuilder if you want to be like a killer at sales. It's my personal opinion. I think you should train like an athlete. So what I'm talking about there, I'm talking about good cardio. I'm talking about lifting weights. I'm talking about doing calisthenics. I'm talking about having good mobility, flexibility, everything, right? Not bodybuilders who are stiff and who can barely fucking touch their toes and they walk around like they've got a brick up their ass. No offense to bodybuilders, but I respect what you do and I respect the hustle and I respect whatever it is. And you might have a lot of respect for bodybuilders. I do too. But if you want to succeed in sales for a very prolonged period of time, you do not train like a bodybuilder. It's great to train also like how to fight, things like that, because fighting, believe it or not, it's like problem solving. You are solving problems in real time, quickly, right? When you're sparring someone and you're fighting someone, you have to react to what they are doing in front of you. So naturally, That is going to improve your problem solving skills, provide you with the clarity. The only thing is don't get hit in the head too much, because that's just going to give you headaches. It's going to slow you down. It's going to affect everything, your sleep. So if you do spar, no headshots, right? Do body shots, because you're just going to mess yourself up and you're going to slow yourself down. But anyway, so sleep, eat, gym. We've spoken about that. The next thing is decision making. How are you making decisions? Because athletes, professional athletes, they do not make decisions based on how they feel. They make decisions based off of game tape, based off of data. So this is why it's so important to track what you're doing, track your inputs, track your outputs. Data is super important. You should never make decisions based off of emotion. It should purely be on data, because that's how millionaires and billionaires make decisions, okay? So athletes show up, they execute, they adjust, and that's how you need to show up too. So when you are really in the thick of it in terms of high ticket sales, you are in calls every single day, you're reviewing game tape, you're doing call reviews, you are looking at where you need to improve, you're getting feedback from a coach, right? And you're implementing that feedback, you're practicing. You are going to training sessions, AKA role playing, which are mock sales calls, right? Again, we're going to be talking about this in the future as well in more detail. But these are the things that really, really matter, so that you guys show up and fucking take over, right? There is no try, because you're here to win. You're not here to try, you're here to win, okay? So, the people who see the most success, like I said, athletes. So remove emotion from your decision making, and you either perform or you don't. There's no middle ground. Then we've spoken about this previously. You have a limited amount of energy and focus. Use it strategically. Look at where you're allocating it. Understand that, okay, if I wake up, I didn't get a good night's sleep for some reason, I had too much going on in my head, it was too hot in my room, like whatever. Understand that you protect your energy there. So, for example, what would be a great way to use all your energy? I mean, it would be a really bad way to use all your energy on something that isn't related to sales, so that when you show up on your sales calls, you're really tired, you're lethargic, you're not thinking straight, right? That is like imperative to understand. If you wake up tired, do not make yourself more tired than you need to be. Do not consume caffeine all day, because that's going to mess you up as well. What I would say is important with coffee and caffeine: when you wake up, do not consume caffeine within 90 minutes of you waking up. So you wake up, you look at your phone for the time to get out of bed, it's 7 a.m. You do not consume coffee till 8:31. The reason for that is because we have hormones, we have so much going on in our body when we're waking up, that if you insert caffeine too early, you are going to mess up with the waking up process, and then you are going to crash later in the day, and then you're going to have more caffeine later in the day at say 5 o'clock, whatever. And then when you go to bed if you're waking up at 7, you're going to bed, you should be trying to aim to be asleep at 11. So you're going in bed at 10:30. You wonder why you're having a tough time sleeping. You've consumed caffeine at 5 p.m., right? And that is a cycle that people get caught in. So try consuming coffee on 90 minutes after you wake up. And I would avoid having coffee in the afternoons. I would also avoid having coffee on weekends to break the cycle, so that caffeine actually has its effect. Because if you take caffeine all the time, it will numb the effect, right? I don't know if this is the great way to kind of explain it to you guys. If any of you guys have consumed nicotine, right? Caffeine acts very similarly, where if you take nicotine or consume nicotine for the first time ever, or for the first time in a really long time, it hits really, really different. But then a week after consuming it every single day, it doesn't hit the same, right? Caffeine is the exact same. It won't hit the same. It will not give you the benefits you are looking for. So take your time off that, okay? Massive misconception is you need more time. You don't need more time, you need more energy, and you need to protect your energy. So you need to know and understand what drains your energy so that when you are having a low energy day, you do not work on those draining energy tasks. Use your best hours for your most important work, and don't just feel the need to power through everything, because something that can take you 30 minutes when you have really low energy, low clarity, low focus can take you multiple hours, and instead it could have taken you 30 minutes. So there's no point, okay? You'd be better off taking an hour nap and then doing that 30-minute task when you have more energy than you would be trying to just slog it out and power through, okay? Then, filter what you're inputting. So again, we've spoken about this in the environment a little bit, but I want to touch on this one thing, right? Athletes have constant noise, as will you on this journey. You will have noise from people like me, people like your family, your friends, people that you're talking to about this journey. You will get noise, right? Learn to take the useful feedback and ignore the rest. If anything is not actually useful to you and it's just holding you back and pulling you away from your goal, ignore it. Because the wrong feedback and the wrong advice can have you second guessing everything, and it can perform your performance. So remember this, other people's opinions are emotional projections. So filter them, right? If someone's giving you their opinion on something, understand that it's a projection of their emotions, okay? And it's nothing personal. If they aren't where you want to be, quite simply, this is the best way to filter it. Don't take advice from someone who isn't where you want to be. Probably the simplest way to put it. When you get advice, when you get feedback, actually ask yourself, is this helping me get better? If not, get rid of it. Simply, right? Because guys, you're responsible for your own results, not them. Then, competition, right? In elite sport, the best focus on execution, not rivals, right? I watch football from time to time. Lionel Messi, he doesn't care what Ronaldo's doing. He doesn't focus on how many goals Ronaldo scored, doesn't focus on how many goals Ronaldo has assisted, how many minutes Ronaldo is playing, how many trophies he's won. He's just focusing on his own game. He's staying in his own lane, right? In the same way, you should be doing the same, right? Stay in your own lane. In high ticket sales, you're going to join sales teams. You're going to have people who some days are going to perform better than you, and some days they're going to make more money than you, and some days they're going to make less money than you, and just ignore it. Like, just focus on yourself, cut out the distractions, because comparison is the thief of joy, okay? Stay in your lane, look at the progress you're actually making. Like, really, this is why it's great to journal and write things down, because you can actually see in real time the progress you're making. It's really cool to see physically. But don't compare yourself to them, because they're at a different point in their life. Like, don't look at people's Instagrams, which is just a highlight reel. Like, ignore it. Focus is going to beat everything. Okay, so stay focused. Next, and the final thing, identity is better than anything else. Your identity is crucial. Athletes, they rely on who they are becoming and who they have become up until this point. You close deals, make 10K a month, because it's who you are. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's, oh, I feel like it. I feel like making 10K a month. No, you make 10K a month because you are the person who makes 10K a month. You have become that person. Your habits, right? They are just a result of your identity and how you identify yourself. So, if you aren't clear on your identity, I've done a video on it. Go back, watch it. Be clear on your identity, the person you need to become. Understand their habits, and the identity will fall into place. Okay? So, ask yourself, what would a top performer do right now? What would a 10K a month version of me do right now? And then just do that every single day. Simply. Let your identity lead you always, and remind yourself of your identity. Affirmations, visualization, those things are not going to get you to your goal. They're just going to help remind you and keep you in check, okay? Like I said, mindset is so important, but I'm not here to say like, oh, it's all about mindset. Obviously it's not. But it plays a massive factor because no matter what you do, it is always you and your brain. Like, it's just you. You are with yourself all the time. Even if you're alone, you're with yourself, you're with your thoughts. So if your thoughts, if that voice in your head, the inner bitch, is winning, then you are fucked, simply. So control it. You have to let your identity lead. And like I said, the mindset, the visualization, affirmations, that stuff, it's just to help keep that inner bitch quiet, simply, okay? So, we're on to the fun stuff, baby. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too, okay? The next, I don't know, few videos, I've had to batch film these because I've been really busy. But yeah, the next few videos I'm gonna be abroad. So yeah, maybe I'll show you around a little bit as well. But anyway, guys, this is fun, all right? Get fucking hyped. If you're not clear on what you need to do, rewatch this whole thing again. It's the identity, the environment, the belief system, everything needs to be there so that when you consume the content I'm gonna be filming next about how we are actually gonna be making money, you apply it correctly, okay? Let's crack on.